We are enjoying the last few days of our ladies' cruise. To recap last week's video, we were at Labadee, Haiti, where we rode a gravity-falling roller coaster, learned how hand-pounded peanut butter was made, and went kayaking at Paradise Cove. My niece and I had fun while taking a sushi rolling class on board. Did you know sushi should be eaten from light to dark, as dark sushi has more of a heavy taste? Now we are headed into San Juan, Puerto Rico. For our visit here, we joined the San Juan Food and Culture Tour excursion. Our tour guide, Jolie, was fabulous and very impressive. She's a college student majoring in languages and history. She spoke Spanish, English, French, and Mandarin, and soon will be studying Italian.
A little bit about where we are. So, first of all, let me welcome you to Plaza Colón. This is Columbus Plaza. Right over here we have the famous statue of Columbus, and it represents basically the arrival of Christopher Columbus to the Americas and the whole Spanish colonization. So I would love to speak a little bit about our Puerto Rican history in this spot because we are in a very important spot. So let me start off by saying that Old San Juan is actually the oldest city under the United States flag, believe it or not. San Juan, we do have tons and tons of cats. The reason why cats were brought over here to Puerto Rico, specifically to Old San Juan, to control the rat colony, to control the pests.
In addition to multiple cats, there were pigeons all over the place too. Here we are cutting across the square to walk by the Christopher Columbus statue, which was erected in 1893. We are on our way to our first location to sample our first food.
Today we are going to be having 3 stops on the tour today. We're going to be having our appetizer right over here. We're going to be having our main course with our cocktail of the tour, and we are going to be ending in dessert. Here's about what we are going to be eating right now. You guys are having tabea steak on the Mallorca. So what is Mallorca? Mallorca is a type of bread usually had in the breakfast time over here in Puerto Rico. It is a dough that is coiled, rolled, and coiled, so that makes a lot of flaky and very airy type of bread, and it's also very sweet as well.
Walking our way along the cobblestone roads, we made our way to the next spot. The streets looked like they each had their own personality, filled with colorful facades and cool-looking doors on the buildings and houses. At this restaurant, we started with a pina colada. This cocktail was originated in Puerto Rico. Next, we tasted fried plantains, chicken, rice, and beans. These were good.
Grab our pencil with our dominant hand, the big side facing down, and we are going to begin pushing and twisting with the force of our body. Be careful because the garlic can splash up, so don't smack it like this. Push through one corner and out the other.
Jolie explained that San Juan is a 502-year-old city, and so are the cobblestone streets. We explored the colorful path to our next location for dessert.
So tres leches is the literal meaning of the title, 3 milk. So it is it is a cake that is ground in whole milk, condensed milk, and evaporated milk, the combination of those 3 milks. And it has its origins in Britain and Great Britain. The British created the trifle diet as a way of trying to make the bread last. You know, bread goes stale very quickly, but in order to make the bread last, they would take the bread and they would drown it originally in alcohol. But then the tres leches uses milk to do it, and it is, I would say, one of the most popular desserts that we have right over here in Puerto Rico, inherited from the British, it passed to the Spanish, and from the Spanish right over here during the Spanish colonization.
about to get back on the boat. Just walking around, and we found the Starbucks. So Chris would be saved if he was here. Speaking of Chris, I wonder what he and Piper are doing. We just entered our room for the evening, and we have a towel animal. Next day, we arrived to St. Kitts. Here we jump on an open air bus to enjoy a rainforest adventure. This island is infested with the green vervet monkeys. They were brought into the island by the French. In the 1620s, the island was colonized by the French and the British, and it gained its independence in 1983 from the British. Back on the boat, before we left the port, we saw an intensely colored rainbow out of our balcony. We're getting ready for the night of Dress to Impress. We're all wearing our sundresses. We're almost ready for dinner. At the last dinner, the service and kitchen staff are introduced by groups, and outstanding individuals are recognized. We just came back from our evening of dinner and a Beatles show, and look, our buddy we found here hanging from the vanity. Everybody's leaving at the same time. We all arrived scattered over a 4-hour period. We have all our items. Just stand and wait in line, and then go outside and stand and wait in line for a taxi. The cruise has ended, and it's time we each go our separate ways. Chris picked me up, and we headed for the Florida Everglades. That's it for now. Remember to subscribe, like, leave comments, and share with friends. Take care. Bye.